Hi, welcome back to my kitchen. So it's 4 o'clock in the morning and I can't sleep. So I decided, let's bake. Today we're gonna bake some bagels. So this way, by the time the bagels are done, I can hopefully get a couple hours of sleep for the day and breakfast will be all ready for the guys. Ben and Oscar, as in guys. The cat doesn't eat. Okay, so today's ingredients for the bagels, really simple. Just like most bread things. This is going to have yeast, salt, flour, water, and this one also has a little bit of sugar. Any toppings we're not going to count in the ingredients list. We're just going to count. We'll talk about them later. And then we're going to have a big bowl that you're going to be able to cover, a scale, because like all good bread recipes, this should be in the metric system measurements. Now, special thing about the flour. So I'm on this kick of locally grown and made things. I saw this video and it just like dawned on me that the best ingredients we get from the grocery stores just don't have good ingredients. They have mass-produced ingredients and they're not going to be as good. So I bought some local flour, which I didn't know anyone near us made any flour. So I went to Northampton Co-op, grocery store, co-op, I don't know, co-op, whatever. And got this flour, and it's made in whole milk. Bread flour, 5 pounds, in a cute little flour sack. Ground up stone milled flour. So they have lots of different ones, but this bread flour should be enough to do this bagel recipe and then my normal focaccia, so I can taste what my normal focaccia versus locally grown and produced flours taste like, so we can see the difference. But today we're just going to use it for the bagels. I'm sure it'll be good. Let's check it out. Okay, so first we're going to do is bloom the yeast. Let's just get my stuff ready. So we're going to do 300 milliliters of water. Now, the water, I don't know if you know or if you watch the focaccia video, water is so important to have the right temperature when it comes to making anything with yeast. So this is, I think it was like 102 degrees. But we're going to put, oh, wait, oops. Wrong unit. There we go. So 300 milliliters of water. Then we're going to do 19 grams of sugar. And you're not going to need to stir this, you just pour things in it. Make sure you have a good view. And now 6 grams of yeast. Perfect. Okay, so now as you can see, we just poured the yeast on top, and we're just going to take this and let this sit and not touch it for a few minutes until the yeast starts like blooming and like it's bubbly and cauldron looking. Okay, so the yeast is almost done getting bubbly and ready. I thought we'd take a minute and see if just visually what the difference are between we have some King Arthur unbleached flour and then the local stuff from Holyoke. So, I mean, as you can see, there is a color difference. I don't know if you can really see it on here, but the Holyoke stuff has like more of a golden beigey hue, and the King Arthur is definitely like a lighter color. I feel like the Holyoke stuff just might have a good nutty flavor. Like I feel like it's just gonna cook a lot better just by the looks of it. They're like the same kind of consistency. I just feel like this might be a little more sturdy feeling than this. I feel like this is kind of just like something, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but it's pretty cool that you can actually physically see the difference with your eyes. Now let's get on to the next step. Okay, so the yeast looks ready. It's kind of like thickened up a bit. It's moved around and it's getting foamy and delicious. So now our next step is we're gonna add the flour and the salt, and we're gonna make a well in the center of the bowl. Put the yeast mixture in here and then mix it for like, knead it for like 10 minutes or so. And then we're gonna do 6 grams of salt. So basically it's like 3 pinches of salt. Okay. Now, like I say before, your best tools are your hands. So we're just gonna mix the salt in and then make a little well in the center. And then take a look at, let's get you a good view. At this, see how it's like foamy? Now I didn't touch it, all I did was move it from where it was to the back, so it looks like a donut foam. So we're gonna stick this right into the center, dump it. Now I'm gonna wipe this out and probably use this bowl for the raising step, but until then, this, we're just gonna get our hands nice and dirty and start mixing. Now, this is a dough that you're gonna have to knead. It's not like the focaccia where it's, you just keep it in the bowl. This is gonna go on the counter, which is nice and cleaned. And we're gonna wanna work in as much flour as possible. It's not gonna be a wet dough. It's gonna be a little bit drier, which is fine. You really wanna work in as much flour because that'll help with the chewiness of the bagel. And now we knead. Okay, so the dough, I've kneaded it for 10 minutes. Now we're gonna finish oiling a bowl. Just make sure you get it everywhere. So, drop it in and then flip because you just want everything to touch the oil so that it doesn't stick to anything. And then cover. And then we're gonna let that rest for about an hour till it's doubled. All right, so our dough's been resting an hour. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna punch down the dough, we're gonna shape it into bagels, let it rest for a few minutes, and then plop them into some boiling water, which I just turned on the stove, turned on the oven to 425, turned on the water to start it boiling. I have a slotted spoon ready because you're gonna need that, and you're already gonna need your baking sheet ready. So we just want to get all of our everything prepped and ready to go so it goes smoothly for the rest of the time. So let's check out our dough. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty. First things first, we're going to turn this out. It says to punch down. So instead of just punching normally, we're going to do that. Okay. So, let's take this, divide it in half. Divide that in half. That in half. And then push those there. And then you're just going to put this and do this until you have a nice little ball. And put it aside. I don't know why we do this step because it seems pointless to me. It seems like we could just cut this step out and just shape them. But we'll follow the instructions. Okay. Now we're going to do it this way where you just punch a little hole and then we're just going to shape this into nice little bagels and plop. You can do the other bagel way. Some people do it, actually we'll do it like this, where you roll it out and then you bring the sides together and pinch them together. You could do that way. We'll try that one out. Okay, so bagels are on here. We're going to let this rest for 10 minutes and then we're going to plop them into the water. There we go. Okay, so Asiago, freshly grated. I just put the everything bagel seasoning from Aldi's. We use it all the time. Oscar loves it. And we just put it on the plate. And then our egg wash. Like I said before, this part goes kind of fast, so you want to make sure that you have everything ready. So, here are the bagels that have been resting. The water's still going in the background. We're gonna put on a timer. Not for an hour, we're gonna go 1:30. I'm only gonna do 2 at a time. Let's start. And see, they floated right away. They didn't even go to the bottom. Okay. Flip this bad boy and this bad boy. And then we're going to do that again. That is how easy this is. Okay. Okay, this one we're going to start off with Asiago on this one. I mean, you can't ever have too much cheese, right? Too much cheese isn't a real thing. Not possible. Alright, Asiago. So, last one's out. See, that's the one. We're gonna top these bad boys with the egg wash. Okay. Now the oven is at 425. And you don't want to look inside the oven because it needs to be cleaned. So these are going in. Going in, middle rack. The recipe says about 20 to 25 minutes. I'm going to start checking it after 10 because I've never tried this recipe before, so I don't want my oven to be weird or the person to have a sucky oven and miscalculate it, because that would be a shame if I've been up all night making some bagels and we can't eat them. Okay, so the bagels are done. They took exactly 20 minutes, and it's just after 7. Someone's about to come down the stairs right now, so we're gonna try it out. My favorite way to have a bagel is just toasted with cream cheese. However, since these just came out of the oven, I'm not gonna toast. We're just gonna try it with the cream cheese and see how it goes. Oh, don't you wanna see them first though? Let's see, what kind am I gonna have? You know, I'm just gonna try plain. We're gonna go with the Michael Scott bagel. I'm not gonna eat the whole thing. I'm so tired. I'm gonna try and go to sleep. Right. Please don't be raw. Nope. Oh, look, it's like a big 8. Ooh. Oh, smells good. Okay. I'm just gonna have like a bite for now. Right. It smells really good. It smells like fresh baked bread, which it is. Nice chewy crust. This is good. Oh, really good. And that's it for today. Please make sure you like and share. Like my page, share the video if you want, and if you liked it. And comment down below and let me know if there's anything you'd like to see me make, because I've got some ideas, but I want to make sure that you want to watch what I want to make. So let me know if you'd like to see anything in particular. There's quite a few things coming up, including cinnamon rolls, which will be great for Easter. So see you later. Bye.